All right, we got a nice 2014 WRX on the dyno today in red, kind of a rare color you don't see very often. This one's got a lot of goodies on it. It is, however, a stock motor with an FP green. So I know you guys are gonna like that. And he wants to get some good power out of it, but he doesn't want to break it. However, doesn't want to leave a ton on the table. So I got my work cut out for me today on this one. Basically, so the whole setup on this one is Mishimoto front mount, FP green turbo, external wastegate. It's got full 3-inch exhaust. It's got a Cobb SF intake, 3-port boost controller, ID 1000 injectors with a AEM 340 fuel pump. So it's a good combination that we know works really well. So I'm going to take you guys with me, and we're going to tune this one up and see if we can make a rip. All right, so the first thing we're going to do is just a basic visual inspection on this car. We're just going to look over all the lines and all the setup and make sure everything looks okay and is ready for the dyno. So things I usually check are like boost controller lines. I look at the couplers, make sure the couplers are tight. We're not going to have any foreseen issues. Sometimes you can't really tell till you put some boost in things, but most of the time you can tell if something's going to be a problem before it is. So yeah, one thing I am noticing here is I went over the boost controller. And on the 3-port, the top port here, which is port number 3, is supposed to go to the boost reference on the turbo. Number 2 on the side is supposed to go to the bottom port of the external wastegate. And this one is vented back to the inlet. So this one is correct. However, these two are backwards. So we're going to have to fix these. The way this was set up, this is going to make the boost run away and not be controllable. So I'm going to have to fix that first before we start tuning, because that could be a really bad situation on a stock engine. If we tipped into this thing, it would try to make all the boost it could, which could blow the engine pretty quickly. So I'm going to go ahead and take care of these and flip these around to the right sides, and then we'll be all set. So we got the wastegate lines switched around correctly, and we also put zip ties on them because that's very important. This side's not as crucial because it's just a vent, but these lines are very important. So definitely zip tie those. That's a requirement here. The other thing I found was down on the wastegate. You guys won't really be able to see it, but there's no zip tie on the line on the wastegate either. So I'm going to go ahead and put one on that, and then we should be ready to go. So here's the end result. Car did really good, did 340 wheel horsepower, Mustang dyno, 341 wheel torque. The dyno jet number works out to be like 396, so just under 400 wheel on pump gas on the stock motor on a dyno jet, which very good. Running 18 PSI of boost. Kept the timing pretty safe because we're on a stock motor, but the car did really good. So I'm really happy with it. Didn't really have any issues at all. The tune went super smooth, and the results speak for themselves. It's going to be a very fun car with torque and horsepower close to the same. It's going to be a blast. So can't wait to get this back to the customer and have him enjoy it. And that's going to do it for this video. So we'll see you later.